What's going on in the world, man?
A chilling new video showing the last moments of a Ukrainian refugee's life right before being stabbed to death by a man with a lengthy criminal record on a train in North Carolina. This happened weeks ago.
Todd Pyro, look, she's just on her phone, has no idea what's about to happen. Todd Pyro is here with the latest. Hey, Todd.
The most horrific video, or at least one of that I think we've seen on this program. Surveillance video obtained by News Nation shows 23-year-old Irina Zarutska. She was boarding the train in Charlotte, North Carolina last month. She took a seat right in front of the alleged suspect.
Wow.
But around 4 minutes later, the suspect pulls out a knife and just begins stabbing the victim 30 times, including once in her neck. The suspect later wandered through the train before exiting at the next stop. He was arrested shortly after the stabbing, hospitalized thereafter, before being arrested on a charge of first-degree murder.
Wow.
Records obtained by the New York Post shows he has a lengthy history of convictions dating back more than a decade, including felony larceny, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and communicating threats. He served 5 years for a 2014 robbery and was released in 2020, but was arrested just 5 months later for assaulting his sister. Officials also say he was homeless at the time of the killing and believe it was a random attack. Zarutska was pronounced dead at the scene, her family saying she came to the U.S. to escape war-torn Ukraine. They say in a statement, quote, tragically, her life was cut short far too soon. This is an irreparable loss for her family. The suspect currently being held without bond. Back over to you.
My gosh. That could happen to anyone. I mean, like Lawrence was saying, that could be anybody sitting in that chair. You don't know what's behind you. And this guy, why is he out on the streets?
That's the question.
Before he stood up and with his knife, like he's smirking. You see him smirking there, like, I'm about to attack this woman who is about to get stabbed. She's just coming off her job at a pizzeria. And it turns out, one of the things she was doing in Ukraine, compiling stories of women resisting the Russian invasion.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
So to be clear, this guy deserves the death penalty for his actions, right? It's premeditated. The way he looked and stands up on him, just brazen in the neck. He's a repeat offender. He had already committed larceny with a deadly weapon. And because our criminal justice system keeps wanting to reimagine things, when people are violent offenders and they have weapons, they don't deserve to be back on the street.
At all.
I don't care if he's homeless or not. If people have mental health issues, get them the services they need. But we shouldn't have to tolerate them in society while you guys try to figure out a new way of doing the criminal justice system. We're seeing this in every major city. And it's not just like, okay, it's a liberal city and they just stay there. They spread out all across the country.
But Elon Musk is somebody who said, why are people not talking about this crime? And the mayor comes out and says, I'm so glad you guys are not talking about the crime. We don't want to give this a lot of publicity. No, you need a lot of publicity. This is a victim of a crime, brutally killed after surviving the war in Ukraine, came here for some solace just to get a day job and just build her life at 23 and gets hacked to death. I mean, don't tell me that can't happen to you.
Well, he's definitely mentally disturbed. How could you do that to any?
Simple as that, man. Like, and I'm going to put my little 2 cents on it. We're going to get out of here, man. Look, I'm from Iraq. We watch our back. We got to. I really get nervous when people sit behind me. I get nervous when people on the side of me. Like, they can reach into my pocket or somewhere. They sit in my blind spot while we walking. I get real nervous. Like, don't walk behind me too close. Don't walk on the side of me too close. Shit. I don't even walk behind people too close because I don't know if that person gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? I just head up on the swivel. Like, you on a public transportation, you gotta have your head up. Now look, should that man should have done that? No. In no aspect should that man should have done nothing like that. Unfortunately, it was a nigger. Hey, because they gonna say it, I'm gonna have to say it. It was a nigger. A ninja, you hear me? And why is that important? It's important because, like, these guys, that's the thing I tell people. And then they wonder why black people have a bad, like, rep on them. They got a bad rep because when you do crime, people look at you with 10 binoculars instead of 1. So when you do some dumb shit, you got motherfuckers being, now you did some shit, now they look for any nigga with a dreadhead. You know what I'm saying? Because you just did some random dummy stuff. Random. to a woman that came here to escape from the violence from her own country. You know what I'm saying? She came from violence from her own country, came over to the U.S. thinking she gonna get safety. Went to go get a pizzeria. She probably grown as hell, working a little basic 15, like a teenage job, just to put food on the table. She's doing what she's supposed to do, just to get killed by another random in the state that she goes to. Like, what's going on now, bro? Like, in this world right now, people are sick. They ain't got nothing to lose. That's why, like, I just made my Monday morning motivation. I said, stop hanging around with people that ain't got nothing to lose. Stop being around people that ain't got nothing to lose. Sometimes it's just best to get a car because these niggas crazy out here, bro. They just dumb. They ain't got shit to lose. They homeless. That's why I don't like being around homeless people. I just assume that y'all ain't got shit to lose. So what's going to stop you from trying to reach in my whip, trying to stab me up? Jail? Because that's all that's about to happen. It's jail. Do you know what I'm saying? Stabbing this woman to death. Gonna pick the weakest victim. Probably whoever's setting this chick gonna get it. That's crazy. That boy a demon. That shit is not cool. That is not right. It's not cool. It's not funny. It don't look dope. It don't look right. People gotta watch their back, head on the swivel. That innocent woman did not deserve that. And I don't care for anybody that would have sat in that chair. I don't care if he did deserve it. He shouldn't have been stabbed by no random that got a mental health break, I guess. It's really just a troublemaker. I don't give him no mental health breaks because they're like, oh, it's his mental health. No. It's his troubling past that lead him to a path of destruction. Getting in trouble, let out. Get in trouble again, let out again. Get in trouble again, let out again. Homeless. Oh, I'm gonna take somebody's life today. Because I'm homeless, I ain't got nothing to lose. I got a record. I caused all this shit by myself, self-induced. But I'm a victim. And if he is sick, he need help. And if they is sick, they shouldn't have let him back on that street. They should have put his ass away inside some like mental health camp. Now he just gonna serve life, and that's where he probably want to be honest, because he ain't got nowhere to live anyway. You got to think about it. Some homeless people like to be in jail because at least they get a warm place to live. It's not safe, but it's somewhere enclosed, and they get a meal. So when and not all convicts are like this, but you got to take in consideration some convicts might not have nothing to lose. They got a record that might stop them from getting work. They're homeless. That's why they say institutionalized. Sometimes some of that shit, they want to go back in there. How do you go back in there and stay? You might have to commit a heinous crime knowing that you're not going to get no death penalty. You just going to be sentenced and sent back in jail, and that's where you want to be because you didn't gave up on all hope in your life. But you took a life and you just caused mayhem in their family. What if them kids at the crib waiting for mama to get back home? And that's the only one because the daddy at war in Ukraine. Mama just got killed on the train. Daddy at war in Ukraine. Kids at the crib waiting for her to get back to the crib. In this foreign country they don't know nothing about either. Because a random nigga want to walk past and stab her up because he ain't on his pinnacle. I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes you just gotta, and this could have been anybody. It could be a black dude, white dude, Asian dude. It don't matter. Keep your heads off them phones and off the swivel, man. Just watch what's going on. Definitely at night. Them demons out at night. That being said, man, hey, get that nigga the needle. You hear me? Double dose it. You hear me? Yeah. Blindfold him too. I don't even care. Shit like this need to be dealt with. That's how I'm coming. Every time, I don't care. You don't do stupid shit like that and don't expect stupid prizes. You do stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. That's just how it go. I'm sorry. I'm tired of the nonsense. We playing too nice with these people. Bro. If you a felon, I understand you 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. Come on, you 3 time convicted, bro. Smoke them out. You hear me? I'm not playing. That's just how I'm coming. I'm tired of people committing, like, cause I gotta think in the mindset of him, right? He might have been sick, but then those are all self-induced things. Like, okay, yeah, you got in trouble, got out. You got in trouble with hitting your sister, got it again. That's obviously stating you're the problem, bro. Then you got it again and went back in again. Now that you're out again, you homeless, and now I gotta think in the mindset of the woman. I'm just coming from Ukraine. My husband's at war. I'm over here. I'm on a visa. My kids are at home and just trying to make a living. I have nothing. I've met foreigners, bro. They used to work with me. I used to work as a barista at Starbucks Foreigners had master's degrees, but they come over here, that shit ain't worth nothing. So they have to restart. Imagine somebody just trying to end that person's life when they just trying to restart again, doing it the righteous way. You can't prosper in this world, man. You got to protect yourself in any country. Ain't no country safe. I don't care what suburb you in, bro. Be armed. I assumed everyone else is. So it's time to be armed because, and sometimes in liberal cities, liberal things happen. And then people just let these people back on the street and like, oh, we don't want to make it publicity. No, make it publicity, bro. This is bad. That being said, is your boy Angelo Savage, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. If you're Ukrainian in this world, I understand that y'all come over and y'all do stuff because y'all have to. Your country is on the seas. Kids and children, women and children, come to the United States. We save you until war over. We send you back. Or you live a life out here until further notice. To only be killed by an American and not a Russian. Right. You see the discrepancy here? And her being a foreigner, probably she couldn't even get a gun. That's why either way you go on, you shop in different countries, man, get a knife or something. Plus, this is unavoidable. This couldn't happen. But people should have been around. I don't know what the reaction is. When somebody stabbing somebody, you don't want to get in the middle talking about this person stabbing him, stop him. He might start stabbing you with that infected needle now. Whatever needle he got or blade he got. People ain't got nothing to lose these days. That's what I'm trying to get a point across. People don't got nothing to lose. Make sure you watch your back. Keep your head on a goddamn swivel, man. Because life don't care about you or your success. They don't care about nothing. Everybody's a threat. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.